JayJays. In this quick clip I'm going to show you some of the features of the JayJays shooter belt. Okay, so the belt comprises two parts: the inner belt, which fits through your belt loops. It can be used as a trouser belt all day if you like. It's quite simply just a piece of webbing with some Velcro on it, and it's in sort of similar in function to the fast belt that we produce already. Okay, no dramas with wearing this sort of under a smock or something. It sits quite well, so that it's not going to stick out, cause any rubs or anything like that. Okay, the second part is the shooter belt itself. This is 1000 denier laser cut laminate on the outside, stiffened up with scuba belt on the inside, and again there's Velcro to mate up with the inner belt. Okay, the buckle we use is the plastic Astra Alpine, 550 pound breaking strain, somewhere in the region of 280 kilos. Again, we find that most people don't need a great deal more than that. If you need a separate buckle, by all means get in touch with us, but that's what we put on as standard. The plastic doesn't rot, it doesn't rust or fall to bits like they do in the jungle, the metal buckles, and it's less of a secondary blast hazard for IEDs if you trip one, so that's why we use the plastic one. The belts themselves then, once you've got the inner belt through your belt loops, you simply Velcro on the shooter belt on the outside. Got to get it the right way up. So you Velcro it on the outside, and do up the buckles. Now we use a double adjuster so you can pull it tight left and right to get it centered. But once you've got it on, the two parts then are mated together with the Velcro, and there's no way that it can move around too much, you know, depending on how big your hips are. But certainly for most people, that's enough. That it's the Velcro inner belt is supporting your outer shooter belt, so it's quite stiff. It's usually enough to support a pistol, a couple of rifle magazines, and your med kit. Okay, it's not a system that you should be expecting to carry 400 rounds of GPMG link on, but it's just enough that if you're on one of those types of operations or missions that only needs a couple of pouches in your med kit, maybe a pistol as well, then it's enough for that kind of work. Okay. The micro molly, I'll explain how to attach pouches to it, because you know, a lot of people haven't seen it before. With the micro molly, we can be a lot more precise with the cutting of the slots that we use, rather than the sewing of the slots. So most people, when they're sewing, I've got something like a 5 or maybe even a 10 mil plus or minus that they're going to call it as their accuracy. And with the laser cut, you can be absolutely bob on, and that gives us the ability then, using the laser cut pouches, it means that there's absolutely no slop around in the pouch itself when it's on. There's no room for that pouch to move about like there is with the sort of 45 mil slots on the sewn webbing molly. So it makes for a much stabler carriage of your pouches, and again, that's what you want if you're just going to have a few of them on a pistol belt. Okay, so the way you do it is take your belt, just give it a quick flex so that it opens up the molly channel, and you go through the micro molly top, thread it through as normal, back through your pouch. Now this bit can be a bit fiddly because you don't have a lot of room. It's more or less the same width of slot as it is for the webbing tab. Okay, but with a bit of patience, a bit of wiggling, you'll get it through. Back through the second micro mol, and then as normal you tuck the stiffened plastic tab back up into the pouch, so it's tucked away and it's locked in. Now that means now that pouch is, you know, it's reasonably solid. It isn't going to move around a great deal. It can't go left and right because of the way that the laser has cut the molly system. So it's really quite a stable way of putting your pouch on. Okay, you will hear detractors wanting to tell you that, you know, it means that they can't change their pouches quickly. Well, you don't generally need to be changing your magazine pouches over in contact. If you do need to do that, then by all means use a different system. If you don't need to change your magazine pouches over in contact, this is the way to go. Okay. Thanks for watching.